Hi everybody, and I'm starting a new little, I'm not quite sure how many days this is going to be, but I'm going to follow along with Anne from Handmade. I'll put the link below, and she's got a Sewing for the Soul, couple of series that are Sewing for the Soul. And so she's done the snippet rolls with material, hand stitched on wooden, old antique looking wooden spools, and they look gorgeous. But what I'm going to do is I am going to do her Sew for the Soul book, and I've started it. And I also love the batting, the wadding, which is what Anne's used for hers. Now, I'm going to show you what she did and how I've tried to do what she did and how I don't think it's worked for me. But that's okay, that's part of a project. So I just cut an A4 in half, so this is A5, so then it will be A6 when it's folded. And then I've cut out, as Anne did, I've cut out 8 pieces, so two to a signature. And then with the idea that later they're stuck or sewn together, and that's one side and the other side. So all the stitching, the back of the stitching is in the middle. Now, I have tried to do what I was told. I've blanket stitched each of the 2 pages together with each other. And I can show you what I did, except that I think I'm going to be pulling it all apart. So, but I'm going to show you. So I've done what Anne did and just blanket stitching together like so. There we go. Now I know that I could just let this be imperfect and that's okay with handcrafts, but this is similar to what happened with this one when I made the little needle book. I really have never really enjoyed my pages being so weirdly all over the place. I don't know what I do. I don't know what, I have followed the instructions, so I don't know what I did with this that made it all kind of all over the place, and then the middle page got missed and all sorts of things. And so it's, to me, I'm not happy with it, okay? So I could, if I had the strength and if I had the right cutting things, just go, well, it's done, and then cut round and make it smaller. But I've decided to undo it all, and I've decided that I'm going to take each signature. So let me just get off. It probably defeats the purpose because it's Sewing for the Soul, it's meant to be hand stitching, but I've decided I might signature them like a book. Okay, so it's just me. I'm sure no one else has this problem. So signaturing them like a book, I am going to sew each signature down the middle. So as soon as I get this back one off, I'll show you what I mean. I think the beauty of these little gorgeous books that Anne makes is turning the pages and seeing what's inside, not necessarily the perfection of getting your binding 100%. But let's just see. If that doesn't work, the other thought I had, I mean, of course it's working, but the other thought I had was of using one side batting and the other side a linen, so the signature's got a linen side and a batting side, and that could be creative too. Okay, so here's one signature. Now I consider that to me, yes, they're just tiny weeny little bit out, but not too bad. So when they're folded, they shouldn't have all gone as skew-if as they went. So I'm definitely going to sew right down the middle, and after I've undone all of them, I'll sew down the middle of all of them and then come back and have a look. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I'm back. I've sewn 2 together, and I've just put 2 together and folded them over, and I'm really happy with how that one looks. I've done the same with this one and just folded them together, and they seem really good. So my intention will be to bind these together. I'm just going to have to do it a different way, I think, than Anne. I mean, I can blanket stitch those together. Right, so I'm just going to look at starting. I've got the little bit for the spine, and I've got enough to make a front cover and a back cover. I have made it big enough that it should fit around with some extra. Not sure if I'll just cut that off or if I'll just cut it in half. What Anne had done was put this as the spine, and then she was going to join the front cover like this. So I think that that's the sort of stuff that'll happen right at the very end. I'm learning as I go with this, so I'm sure, as already I haven't been happy with something and I've had to adapt it. I can't do anything anyone tells me, I've got to do it my way. So that's how it is. I might just get started with the first signature and the first, right, so that'll be the inside cover. So the first page is going to be this side and that side, and then those two will be joined together, just like this one will be joined to the cover. So for now, I've got to work out if I want to sew these 2 together. So I might hand stitch these together first, and I don't think I'll use such thick, yeah, I won't, I'm not going to. I'll do tiny little stitches, and I think I'll still use the embroidery floss, but I'll just break it down a bit. I just realised I've got my ratty old wind cheater on. Not thinking today, just having a play. Did my mixed media this morning, and now I'm just trundling around doing all kinds of different things and having a play. What have I got? Two of the flosses. Of course, I can't see a thing. To doing this on camera is ridiculous because it will. Oh, yeah, it goes. How good is that? You know, because like usually it takes 2 hours to do that because I'm still waiting on the little thing. Oh, my thumb still hurts. Have a whinge, Christina. Okay, we're just going to do little itty bitty stitches. Oh, that knot's no good though. That's the worst knot I've ever done. Goodness me. Already a comedy of errors. I've only just started. Anyway, I can't even pick up the needle because my thumb does the thing. It's ridiculous. Okay. Going to do quick little stitches. Maybe I'll just do them to the inside of that. Let's have a look. And do a couple and let's see. Or maybe I am doing blanket stitch after all. So let's just check. that. They're sewn together, and if this is sewn together like that, then that'll hold it. So that looks like that's working. I might have to come back tomorrow with the rest of this because it's getting on in the day. And the thing about sewing is it's not a quick thing that we do. It's designed to relax us and be peaceful. And so on. You get my drift. And I'll do that to both of these little books. The other thing that Anne was talking about that I haven't really got a handle on yet because I haven't compiled my bits of material was what's your colour scheme going to be. Now I already decided that I really loved the colour scheme of this. I don't know that I've got enough of this material, but I've certainly got plenty of that. This is batting, orange thread. I've got quite a bit of embroidery floss of all different sorts. I've even got thicker perla. I don't have an orange though. I've got, oh, there's a needle in there. Well, that could have been dangerous. Glad I found that. And I've got the off-whites, yellow, white, some neutral colours. That's no any orange. Okay, there is no orange. That blue might be nice with those, and yellow. So what I've got to do is gather up really my material, gather up my finished my signatures, get them together, and got those. All right, let's do it this way. Oh, see, I was ready to finish, and now I've got really like, oh, let's do this. This is fun. That might be nice in there. Got a bit more of a tanny orange. I've got this orange. Oh, they're nice. I like them together. That pale blue. Let's just start to play a little bit with these. That's even darker, but I think that's not. Now I'd used a dark green like that. Use this dark green. That's a little bit more, these look a little bit more rustic and antique-y, don't they? Those colours. Like them. I'm thinking the blue might not. Definitely like these. This sort of, I think they're a little bit too close, so you're not going to get too much contrast with those. So it's good to have a light one, but not white, an off-white. Let's take the blue out. Do I still want the yellow in? I think I do. It's one of my favourite colours, this yellow. I mean, I must say that one of these blues is my favourite colour too, but maybe not today. What about another green? I've been enjoying using this green on other things. So that's what I've got for now. I'm going to sew those tonight, and I will come back tomorrow. So I don't know whether to make this 2 parts or 1 part. Maybe it's enough to make this part 1 and it's a short one, because if you want to come along for the journey like you did with the junk journal, you might want to gather your materials. So basically what Anne said, it's 8 bits of wadding, linen, cotton, whatever you want to use as your base, and cutting them all to the same size. I actually think this might be, because the A4, you're going to have a book that big if it's A4 folded in half. So A5 cut in half and folded is A6. I like that. I think I'd like to make a really big one, but I think this is the first time I'm doing one of these, so let's just start at the start, Christina. And I'm going to see you in the next video. Probably I'll do this one and the next one close together. I'm not quite sure. It might be a once a week thing. It depends. My thumb's still a bit messed up, so it's actually like even just picking that up hurts. So let's see what happens. And I hope you come along and enjoy this. I'm going to do some other things as well. There's such a variety of things to do. It's all fun and a bit more mixed media too. So yes, waffling on, my goodness. Okay, I will speak to you in the next video. Bye for now.